recording a broadcast right now, hopefully. Don't know. I know Andrew from over in the UK had posted something to the MallinCam group earlier today that he had been looking for it earlier. What if I could try a longer exposure? How ridiculous can I get? I'm going to go to 1 minute and 15 seconds. Should have grabbed some of the moon before when I had it up. The only thing this software has, it has that you can set the exposure, but it doesn't have a countdown clock. I'm running the 10-inch rich accretion at about f3. Definitely changed the gamma too much. So that'd be 30-inch focal length. Like I said, I have two focal reducers in the chain. I have the 0.75 rich accretion, and then I have the universe focal reducer with spacer in the camera, which changes the f8 down to about f3. It definitely looks better on my laptop screen than it does on the broadcast window. I'm going to change the gamma a little bit. See if it gets a little bit darker on the broadcast. Yeah, I have the 10-inch rich accretion from Rock in the Dome. I have the 11-inch, my old CPC 1100, and I took the tube off the fork arms and I mounted it with a dovetail on my Skywatcher AZ-EQ6. It works very well in EQ mode with the Hyperstar. Let's see if I can push the gain a little bit. I'm up to 19.2 now. I think the max is about 25, so it goes from 7 to 25. I'm at 19, so I'm a little bit above half gain. And there's mosquitoes flying around in the observatory. This is ridiculous for winter. Of course, we had about 4 inches of rain 2 days ago. think the worst infestation of mosquitoes, other than New Orleans when I was growing up as a kid, was at 10,000 feet in the Sierra, in Yosemite, up at the Tuolumne Meadows. It was like a mosquito marsh at 10,000 feet. I haven't been to Alaska yet. One day, hopefully. See what the Comet does in monochrome. I don't like the Comet in monochrome. I like kind of the color. Let me click it back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I saw his posting to the group. I haven't had a chance to watch the YouTube video yet. When I was sitting out here, I saw it on my iPhone. Thanks, Lou. Let me see if I can clip a little bit more with the histogram. Try 55. I could clip a little bit more. 45. I'm glad you can stop by, Rich. I'm gonna go in the house and get my sock hat on because I don't want to catch cold. I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. I'll be back. I think it'll clear the mount. Let me make sure before I get out of here. Oh yeah, it's on the, it'll be moving away from. Let me make sure I'm clearing the dome too. Yeah, let me turn the dome a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, it should be in the open for a while. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm back. Closing the door to the observatory. Now let me get my red light for my head. There it is. Okay. Now I'm surprised at how good the Comet is for as close as it is to the moon. I don't need the air conditioner blowing on me from the storage closet. I guess I'm still broadcasting. Okay, just want to check. I'm driving it too far to the... Yeah, I gotta God, didn't want to jump the saturation that much. What is... Trying to figure what other parameters I could adjust. I'm going to reduce the gain a little bit. I went to a longer exposure. Contrast and gain. Oh, Tim, hi Tim, I didn't see you were on there. How's your Ioptron 60 working? Is it 60 or 30? 60, right? Good to hear. We finally got some clearing here a few days ago. Over the weekend we had about, Friday I think we had 3 inches or 4 inches of rain, and it finally cleared yesterday. And now it's 54. It's dropped 10 degrees in the last about 40 minutes. It's supposed to get down to 30 tonight, 35, which is cold for the deep south. Are you getting the snow that they have going to New York? That's Comet Lovejoy in the field of view, Al. Looks better on my laptop than it does on the broadcast, though. I wonder if I can. Yeah, I saw that too. It's like hurricane force winds. Let me try something. I don't know if I can do that. Let me close that for a second. Where is my AM cap? AM cap. AM cap over here, and go back to that there. And let's see. Nope, I don't have any options. I have nothing I can adjust in MCAM. Oh, great. Yeah, those are nice focusers. Yeah, I called up AMCAP and it gave me nothing that I could adjust. See, that's a 90-second exposure. It looks good on the laptop screen. It just looks kind of terrible on the broadcast. CGE Pro. I have the CGE Pro. I have the 10-inch Ritchie Creation mounted parallel to a Lunt 152 on the same mount. So I have about 80 pounds of telescopes, and I have 88 pounds of counterweight, so I am at the limit. Yeah, I've seen those, Tim, where the focal reducer stays fixed relative to the camera, so you don't change the spacing. I'm trying to figure out how I can get the image, the broadcast image, darker. Because I got the contrast all the way down. If I bring the that might have helped. Okay, that got it a little bit darker. Okay. I brought the contrast down a little bit too much. The moon's about 20 degrees away from the comet. I'm surprised I could see the comet as well as I can. Just gamma and contrast. Oh, okay, there's the tail. Tail's getting better. I'm going to increase the contrast a little bit more. Reduce the gamma a little bit more. Nope. That's only because I'm clipping the histogram. That's why it got so dark. You can definitely tell that I got some vignetting because of the amount of focal reduction I have in the system. Oh, and Richard, I haven't really. I did an alignment on the moon earlier, so I haven't done a 2-star plus 4 additional calibration star alignment. I'm pretty close to being dead on north, but this is with an alignment just on the moon during the daytime, and then I swung over to the comet from there, and the comet was in the finder but not quite centered. I think Chris has been playing. He uses the hi George. Chris uses the 0.75 Ritchie accretion focal reducer in the scope, but then he uses the long half of the MFR5 in his video cams to get about a point. I think it's a f3.7 effective system speed. I got the 2-inch focal reducer in there. And I'm chopping off way too much of the histogram. God, I got 40-something people in the room. This is not bad. For somebody just wanting to make sure I could still broadcast on NSN, because I was having all kinds of issues. Oh, I see. Hey, Rock, how you doing? As you can tell, I got a little bit of vignetting going on. I've pushed the focal reduction way too much. But the comet does look nice. I'm definitely testing, because up until about 3 hours ago, I couldn't broadcast on NSN with this laptop, even though I had done it about a week ago. Something got corrupted in Webcam Max or something, and I did a restore to about 2 weeks ago, and does George want me to go to the asteroid? I don't have the position. And again, the mount is not really aligned well. I mean, the comet was in the field of view of the finder, but I had to center it, so trying to find the asteroid would be... Let's see, where's the beehive? Which side of the meridian? It's on the it's on the west side of the meridian, huh? Let me see. No, wrong one. Search. Let me go outside and see if I can see M44. That's gonna be low. Right behind trees. Be back. It's behind the trees in the east. Rock, I'm in 1x1 mode. I'm not binning. The exposure is 1.5 minutes. Gain is set to 16.6. And the moon's about 20 degrees away. I'm going to change exposures and see if I can go to try something else. Okay. Right here, it's not bad at all. Compared to Canada, this is a summer day. Let me see if I can find out. Hi, Tom. Let me see if I can get to go to something bright and not grab cables. Undo. Now to rotate the dome. Well, the target's in the field of view. Now, which way do I have to move it? Let me go to a shorter exposure. That went down. I'm going the right way now. Oh yeah, Rock, I have a lot of vignetting. I got I got a degree and a half field of view, but oh, you wouldn't use the rich accretion focal reducer? And not only do I have the universe focal reducer, I also have the spacer into. It's called ludicrous power. I should be able to get the Running Man and because the Running Man's coming in for the okay, let me try a longer exposure. Oh God, change. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to 30 seconds on M42. I'm still 1 by 1. Well, let's see what happens with the 1 by 1. And oh God, let me go back to default. And let me this is 30 seconds, Rock, at 1 by 1. Let me see what I can do to darken it up and not. I gotta cut the histogram. Okay, let me go to about 60, enter. Okay. Yeah, this is 30 seconds. The gain is at 16.6. Contrast is at -20. Gamma is at -12. Yeah, the histogram is 0 to 60 right now. Because it's cutting off on the It's cutting off on the left. I got the gamma to, that's 16 minus 15 gamma. What does the sharpness do, Rock? Right now, sharpness is, this is sharpness on the sliders. Right now it's at 0.5, 0.8. It only goes up to 2, 3. I'm talking about the sharpness feature in the MallinCam Universe software. Yeah, it's way too... Right, that's what I'm using, and it ranges from, the sharpness goes from 0.1 to 3, and right now I have it about 1. In the Universe software. Nope, it's 0.1 to 3. I'm grabbing a video. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm playing with the green and the red balance now. Well, let me stop and go to 2x2 bending. 2x2 bending. Start the camera. And let me go to 15 seconds. I'm at 2x2 bending, 15 seconds. I have NSN's dynamic range to max. Satellite coming in from the top. Whoa. That's 15 seconds with 2x2 bending. Gotta lower the gain. Yeah, I'm at 15 seconds. Let me change the exposure to, let's go to 10. 10 seconds coming up. Is that 2 geosynchronous satellites parallel? There's 2 parallel lines there, right? Yep, it's 2. 2 geosynchronous satellites. Wait for the next refresh. It's 10-second mode, so they should move pretty quick. I've never seen 2 side by side like that. I restored it to full frame. Should take a second to jump back. Yep, there you are. Yeah, that's rock. That's 10 seconds. The gain is set to 13.6. The contrast is to -20. It's minimum because I've already got the histogram full. It's already cutting off on the right, on the left. I mean. Okie dokie. Stop camera. Bin 3x3. Start camera. And let's change the exposure to 5 seconds. And turn the gain down. I'm going to turn the gain down to, it's 10. It's gain 10 now. Let me turn the gain back up. I should have kept the gain up. Yeah, that's 3x3 binning. Gain around 13.1. 5-second exposure. Looks a lot better on my laptop screen than it does on the broadcast. Of course, I've heard that before. I increased the contrast a little. Went from -20 to -16. If there are, I don't know how to do that. Okay. This is a learning experience. This is the first time using, let's see, I'll drop the gain to minimum. I'm going to go to change exposure to 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Gain is now down at 7. It's actually washing out. Yeah, I think 3x3 binning is just blowing out the core. There's more geosynchronous satellites now going right through the running, man. Go back to 2x2. Camera's back at 2x2. I'm going to go around 10 gain. Yep. Well, that's just one. Restore. Okay. Well, I'm pleased with actually getting this stuff to work tonight. Well, I think I'm going to shut down for now. Go see how the wife's doing. But I appreciate everybody coming by. I'll have a video I'm going to post to YouTube. Right now it's at 48 minutes and counting. So when I've finished, I will save the video and post it to YouTube so people can see what we're doing tonight. But I appreciate everybody coming by tonight. There's 47 people, more than I thought. Well, I'm going to shut her down for now, folks. And yeah, Richard, we're still planning. My wife's having surgery on the 6th, and hopefully the doctor will see her on the 11th. And if everything looks good on the 11th, then we'll start heading to Florida. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Rock. Night, everybody.